Okay, and we are live. Alright, so it's time for more Loser Bowl playoffs. So, up today, we have the conclusion of the Loser Bowl divisional round within the AFC with the number 3 seed Broncos taking on the 2 seed Jets. And then the loser will host the Texans in the AFC Championship. Yes, and good morning, Matt Doomit and Mike3883. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Yeah, Jets doo-doo. Yes, you think that the Jets will win by losing. Okay, so we're going to mute the game audio until we actually start the game, so that I don't get a copyright claim because of the music that plays in the menu. EA servers are not available. I guess I'll have to proceed without progression, because apparently I can't connect to the EA servers. So let's see. Jets. Let's see. Broncos. Broncos. Okay, so now let me check the weather. Let's check the weather. Yeah, I know it's cloudy here, but let's see. Let's see. And we need to check that North Jersey weather. The East Rutherford. Okay, it is 82 and sunny. Yep, 80.
day. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the NFL on EA Sports. And the New York Jets taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Denver Broncos.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Here's Coleman now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Ooh, and he got planted.
What he does best, getting that sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Yeah, that was Bradley Chubb with the sack.
So
yeah,
certainly not the start they were looking for
Nick
here as
Chubb's
they come up on a
cousin.
3rd and 14. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. The Deontay Spencer deep for the Broncos. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the gun, Bridgewater. Going up top. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fan.
Uh-oh, a fumble.
And it's scooped up by the Jets.
We have a fumble on the goal line.
Stops the return, is halted at the 12-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S.
But he might have been down.
They preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Coleman now to return. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back onto the field
Hey,
come the New
Wisconsin
York
sports
Jets for their
fan.
second
Yeah,
drive.
I'm glad you can
And the
make
first
it.
drive, 3
Yeah, I'm
second
doing good
possession,
this
see if we
morning.
can get a little
How
momentum.
about you?
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process.
Yeah,
You
I'm
have some
about
plays
to
that you've got called and you want to
get
see how
my
defense reacts.
van
It may
back
not go
today,
terrific on the
finally.
first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up.
A leap, and he's got it. He got
Yeah,
it.
my mom and
he
dad
takes this in the red zone
left to
all the
go
way inside Denver's
get
15.
the van
Big
to
yardage
bring
that
it
time
home.
for the Jets. Defense blitz, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it?
So that's
that
good.
allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Carter.
Oh, and we're about to have a tie game.
A great play
Just when
there.
the Jets might not be
And the Jets are an extra point away from
as
tying this thing
doo-doo
up.
as we thought.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
there you go. That's my man in concert.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He finds his man, complete. That's back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Okay, you're gonna go to the Center City in Philadelphia. Oh, that's cool. That sounds like
second down. By the way, I gotta apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays,
so you're going to
territory up here in the booth. My bad.
climb
I'll get back over to my
the
spot.
steps like what Rocky did
This extra paper. I mean, this is unusual
I know.
for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a
at
really
the
tight
City
ship.
Hall. Right.
What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things
What
up
was
here
that,
for this
City
next
Hall,
play.
State
To throw
Capitol?
again
or
on
whatever.
2nd down. Bridgewater. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Why is it Wilson, the Broncos QB? Because he's the Jets QB.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
Oh, okay. So you have done the Rocky thing 3 times.
But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
56. Mike, 56.
A handoff for Carter.
Oh, Russell Wilson. Oh, well, because he's the quarterback this year. Yeah, this is with last year's roster.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way too.
So he's the quarterback for the Broncos on Madden 23. But in Madden 22, it's Teddy Bridgewater.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Carter. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
They'll run with Carter. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smacked
It's only a
down
quick
on the
drive or
5-yard
train
line.
ride,
Here's 2nd and
and you're
goal.
right in the heart of Philly.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter.
Broncos doo-doo.
This opening quarter. And the Jets have taken the lead. He's showing the different ways he can.
Why didn't I put him on the
Receiving
Broncos?
touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives
Well,
you a chance
because
to get
this
more
is
people
supposed
to
to
him and
be
get him on the
based
ground.
on the 2021-22 season.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score
So no, I
14 to
did
7.
not make any changes to the rosters. So Russell Wilson is still the quarterback for the Seahawks. So I don't know how I can make him be the quarterback for the Seahawks and then have him be the quarterback for the Broncos. I mean that just wouldn't make sense. No. Again, I don't know if you can move players to different teams. I don't think you can do that.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, it's Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Gordon. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Right, so is your Philly video, is it going to be on Sorgy Stories?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Yeah, so is this video going to be on Sorky Stories, or is it going to be
Here's
on
Bridgewater.
Wisconsin
Throwing
Sports
the
Fan
out route
channel?
incomplete. That's Patrick. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Whoa, hey, he just got lifted up into the air. Yeah, that was funny.
2 of their 3
Oh,
red zone
focus.
trips
You already-
so far. They've come
you already
up
did a
empty on
video
and
of
look to
the,
reverse
Rocky
that trend
thing.
on 2nd and goal. To throw is Bridgewater.
Okay.
And this is going to be
Yeah, I do see that
Good
you,
coverage on the
you
outside,
get,
and I
you
think
post
that's where he wanted to
most
check
most of your
that down to.
videos
But once he saw the danger
on
over there, he just threw that
sortie
one over everyone's head.
stories.
Smart play.
So this has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got it. Touchdown. Tim Patrick. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Wow, and we've got a tie game
That one
again.
was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Yeah, I think the Broncos will be good this year. Yes, since they got Russell Wilson. So.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And then we might see the Seahawks
From a couple yards
back
deep,
in
he'll bring it out of the end zone.
the
And
loser
ultimately
bowl
cannot get this out to the
next year.
25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New York ready to go again offensively. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Carter.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Okay, yeah, so I need to go to the bathroom right quick. So I will be right back. But I will keep this game going.
To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. And they'll run here with Carter. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Carter. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Griffin. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Bridgewater now sets up the screen to Gordon, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. line of scrimmage. Once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Strong running from Melvin Gordon as he scores from a yard out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Coleman now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Second and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the... 10-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so after I went to the bathroom, then I also remembered that I haven't brushed my I hadn't brushed my teeth yet. Yeah, so I had to go ahead and brush my teeth too. So. Yeah, so then it went into the, automatic pause. It would take too long. I don't know why it does that. That's stupid.
Yes, sir. How about an out of play there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Okay, you need to go to Georgia. Yeah, you should come to Georgia.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Okay, alright, bye, Wisconsin sports fan. Thanks for stopping by.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Griffin. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll bring him back within a play. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. On the return is Spencer. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. On the return is Spencer. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Teddy Bridgewater and the Broncos ready to go on offense. Yeah, they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Bridgewater. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 9. Bridgewater. They'll fire one downfield for Fant, and it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him, and now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation.
Yeah, okay, Vandy. And maybe you should try being a fan of a better team. Instead of being a Vandy fan and going 2-10 every year.
Carter with it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Yeah, maybe you should try being a Georgia fan.
What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Carter.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. "43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Bridgewater on 1st down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set
So
of
what happens if
downs.
there's a
Clock
power
continues to
outage and
move.
my chair
No
runs
better
out
way
of
to close out
power?
a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say,
well,
guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball.
Yeah,
keep
well,
their offense
my
on the
chair
sidelines.
has a
Let's close this one out.
battery, and I do have
Nice hole there
to
defensively.
charge it sometimes.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So if there's a power outage, then I guess I can't charge my chair
The
if
run
I
only
need
got
to.
a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I have a good battery, so I'm not really
Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw.
worried
And that
about
didn't
that.
fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
That battery could catch fire like Tesla batteries
The
do.
Broncos on 3rd down.
Well, I
They've
don't-
converted 3 out of 5
well, I
thus
don't know
far.
about that.
This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Here's Berrios. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Wilson to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And he fires one that's
interception.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this
level. He threw that right to him.
When they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at
Bills
least a half a
again.
second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. This is the tight end fan. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton.
The Broncos trading Jay Cutler was the biggest mistake in Broncos franchise history.
You just can't
yes, probably.
There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. And they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Yes, that was one of their many mistakes in Broncos franchise history. But didn't they end up getting Peyton Manning though? So.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I'm just saying that if they hadn't traded Jay Cutler, then they wouldn't have gotten Peyton Manning.
A great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
That's right. Just like trading Brett Favre was the biggest mistake in the Falcons franchise history. Trading Matt Ryan was also a big mistake.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
By the Falcons.
This is Fant on the short completion.
And trying to
get what he needed
Deshaun
as he stopped
Watson.
short of the 1st down at around the 22. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Yeah, I think Elway should have taken the deal.
Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends,
Jets
who you would think can absorb that contact.
To keep the game going.
Wilson, he's going to look deep for more.
Ooh, what a catch.
Here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another
Elijah Moore climbing the ladder.
So
the Titans are too cheap to build a new stadium, and Nashville has said they aren't giving them any money.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Well, what's wrong with the stadium they have now?
A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, what's wrong with
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got
Nissan Stadium?
Game.
Yeah, I think that their stadium is fine.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the
Okay, it's a concrete dome. Oh, okay. Well, I've never been there, so I wouldn't know.
Position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines.
Oh, it's similar to Neyland Stadium.
And that makes it easier for the
well, at least it's better than Vanderbilt Stadium.
Wilson to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, Vanderbilt Stadium is a piece of Southern architectural history.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Wilson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown.
And that'll be a Jets touchdown.
Here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
So it looks like we're gonna get some overtime.
Quarterback. Last drive interception. This drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back.
Oh really? Is the Nashville MLS Stadium better than Nissan Stadium?
Guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case.
Yeah, I guess they could do that. Stay in that stadium for
and throw a
a
touchdown pass
while they build a new one.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. Partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Yeah, that's tough. It's more modern.
For a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes.
All right.
Just not enough some days
we're
to decide who's
we're
going
to overtime.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules.
Overtime.
Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams.
Yeah, why should Vandy bother with building a new stadium. I mean, y'all can't even fill it up at the size it is now. So what would be the point in building a new stadium?
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll run. It's Carter.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a bigger stadium, just a better stadium.
On first down, right back to Carter, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson to the right side, and he's got more complete. Room here to run. And he'll go down
35,000. That sounds about right.
Big play that time by the Jets. Coaches love the rack run after catch, especially here in overtime. Took the short pass, turned it into a big play.
And that's what coaches talk about when they talk to their teams about what overtime means. How many big plays have to be made in order to win a ball game, and which play will be the big play?
In all sports continue to go down in the future. Yes, that probably is true. Yes.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30
yes, sadly,
now, 1st and 10.
That probably is true.
A handoff for Carter. 47 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security.
Bradley Chubb with the sack fumble.
Maybe they talk about it too much.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Oh, and they almost gave the ball right back.
Themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
So now all Denver needs is just a field goal
he's going to be stopped up
to win.
At the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker.
Yeah, I've only ever been to 2 Georgia games in my life. Yeah, so 2 real games and 2 spring games.
And he'll go down to the ground at the
So I went to a Georgia game in 2016 when we played Nichols.
So much about this game.
And then I went to the game at Auburn in 2017.
Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And then I've also been to 1 Braves game Yeah, we were playing the
Here's
Phillies.
Sam Martin now.
You know,
On
I
for a
forgot
very
what
important
year.
punt here in overtime.
Yeah, it was the last year that the Braves were at Turner Field.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of
and I've
possession
never
here
been to
on
a
the
Falcons
punt.
game.
And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's
Yes,
OTAs,
and then I've also been to
ball security comes up about what
a Georgia basketball game. Yeah, this past season.
all the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to
we
simulate game situations.
lost to
Doesn't always work
East
out, though.
Tennessee
An
State.
incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right.
Okay, so you see, we went to the ETSU
Back
game,
at the 8-yard line.
Stanford game last
Call it
year.
a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That should be intentional grounding.
Brings up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton
But I
of
guess
yards
they
downfield,
don't
that has to be a
fall
measure of revenge right there for the secondary.
intentional
They've been
grounding
shredded
in
throughout
this
the game and finally forced an incompletion.
What, y'all? What
Here's
you
the Jets
what
punter
you
now.
have
As the
a
drive
luxury
goes
end
backwards, so
zone
he's on to
section?
punt it away.
You have a table and a rolling computer chair? Oh.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two.
Well,
They
that's
call it 38
interesting.
yards on
You
the
get
punt,
food
no
and beverage
return,
delivered to you
and
by
the offense will
waiters.
take over with a new set of
$1,500
downs.
a ticket.
Denver's offense now set to go.
Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it?
Oh,
now
it started
whatever
last
happens,
year.
Points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to
on
be
them?
careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he gets this inside
Okay,
the
cool. It's
35-yard line.
$1,500 for the
yards
whole
rushing now,
season.
as he's down
Wow,
on
yeah,
22 carries.
that does sound like a great
reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down
Well,
inside the
looks
30
like
to the 28-yard
the
line.
Broncos are about to win. They just need a field goal, and
You spend time with your offensive line.
they're
and give them
already
credit.
in range.
Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention.
Okay, cool.
But
And
let's
y'all
face
get
it, when you're efficient,
a
that can
private
control a ball
bathroom
game.
too.
And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
That's going to be it.
Regained the lead.
Yep, the Jets are going on to the AFC Championship. Where they will play the
well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
Yeah, I like what they've done at Sanford Stadium with the new in zone improvements. I think it was back in 2019. I think when they did the in zone renovations at Sanford, and yes, it used to be in 2016 when I went to that Nickel State game. Yeah, which we almost lost. And yeah, so we had to sit down at the bottom, but now with the new improvements, I get to sit up at the top of the end zone. Yeah, so it's a much nicer view. Yeah, and we get our own bathroom too. So. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's look at the game stats. Let's see, we got Melvin Gordon 3-yard run, Brandon McManus kick, Michael Carter 11-yard pass from Zach Wilson, Eddie Pinheiro kick. Let's see, Carter 5-yard run, Pinheiro kick, Tim Patrick 12-yard pass from Teddy Bridgewater. No, Vandy. I do not smoke dope in the bathroom. The Pinheiro 40-yard field goal. Let's see, Melvin Gordon 1-yard run. Eddie Pinheiro 20-yard field goal. McManus 36-yard field goal. McManus 38-yard field goal. Tyler Croft 1-yard pass from Zach Wilson, and McManus 37-yard field goal. Team stats. Let's see. Broncos offense. 350 yards, 227 passing, 123 rushing. Let's see. Jets offense. 374 yards, 63 rushing, 311 passing. First downs, Broncos 19, Jets 16. Turnovers, Broncos 1, Jets 2. Time of possession, Broncos 22-12, Jets 16-43. Zach Wilson, a rating of 114.8, 21 of 30 for 332 yards. Let's see, 70% completion, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 11 per attempt, long of 64. Teddy Bridgewater, a rating of 92.4, 20 of 218, that's 71%, 227 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 8.1 per attempt, and a long of 64. Let's see, Broncos rushing. Melvin Gordon, 23 carries, 96 yards, 4.1 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns. The Jets, Michael Carter, 13 carries, 47 yards, 3.6 per attempt, and 1 touchdown. Let's see, Broncos receiving. Noah Fant, 8 catches, 104 yards, 13 yards per catch. Melvin Gordon, 4 catches, 24 yards, 6 per catch. Tim Patrick, 4 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown, 13.7 per catch. Let's see, Jets receiving. Elijah Moore, 7 catches, 190 yards, 27.1 per catch. Tyler Kroft, 5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown, 11.2 per catch. Michael Carter, 3 catches, 25 yards, and a touchdown, 8.3 per catch. And Corey Davis, 3 catches, 49 yards, 16.3 per catch. Alright, defense. Jets defense, okay. C.J. Mosley, 7 tackles, 16 total, 1 tackle for loss. Ashton Davis, 4 solo tackles, 6 total, 1 interception. Folorenzo Fatu Cassie, 3 catches for 3 solo tackles, 7 total, 1 TFL. Let's see, Carl Lawson had a TFL, and Quinn Williams with a TFL. Right, no sacks, no fumbles. Okay, here we go. Broncos defense. Alexander Johnson, 4 solo, 5 total. Malik Reed, 4 solo, 6 total, and 1 sack. Baron Browning, 4 solo, 7 total, and 1 tackle for loss. Bradley Chubb, 3 solo, 3 total, and 2 sacks. And he also had 1 pass deflection, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. And let's see, Kyle Fuller had an interception. Kicking, okay, Brandon McManus, 3 for 3. Long of 39. Eddie Pinheiro, 2 of 2. And a long of 49. Punting, Braden Mann, 3 punts, 128 yards, 42.6 per punt. Sam Martin, 1 punt, 46 yards. Kick returns, Tevin Coleman, 5 for 128, 25.6 per attempt. Deontay Spencer, 6 returns for 150 yards, 25 per attempt. Punt returns, Deontay Spencer, 2 returns for 5 yards. That's 2.5 per return. And Tevin Coleman, no punt returns. Okay, so finish game. Okay, so now the NFC and AFC championships are set. Monday we are going to so I'm not going to do a stream tomorrow because Boss Babes is back. So there's only 3 games left. So Monday, we're going to have the NFC Championship, which will be the Giants versus Lions. And then Thursday will be the AFC Championship. Texans versus Jets. And then Saturday will be the Loser Bowl between whoever loses in those 2 games. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let's see who's in here. We had Vandy Dandy. And then in here earlier we had Wisconsin Sports Fan, RB Smata, Fish and Football, Mike 3883, and Matt Doomit. So anyway, so it's going to be it for this stream. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.